Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks back with Kathy Rain, and the investigation continues. What does Eileen have to say?
Hey, E, got a sec?
Sure thing, Kathy. What's up?
Okay, I can ask her about some stuff. What about the church? She's a religious person. Maybe she's heard of this church.
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I think she's gonna have a high
They
opinion
seem
of
like
them.
an okay bunch to me.
Okay.
Just your regular old Christians. My kind of crowd.
That's just it. They seem a bit too normal. And there's that logo, too.
It could just be a coincidence, Kathy. The Holy Trinity is typically portrayed as a triangle.
I don't believe in coincidences, E. I believe in action and reaction.
Gee, you sound like a starship captain. Captain Rain of the USS Dignity. Here to save the galaxy.
Oh, please, kill me now.
Art? What would she have to say about that? I mean, let's try.
What do you think of Lily Meyer's art?
I actually looked her up this morning, and I couldn't find any records of her being recognized as an artist.
Yeah, I doubt there was ever a chance for
Well, she
that
was
to
too
happen.
young, right?
Wade bought everything shortly after she died. I only got a chance to see this one picture. Wasn't all that bad, but nothing breathtaking.
Well, maybe there's more to her art than meets the eye. Something Wade knew, and we're missing.
Yeah, maybe. So, what's your take on this
Might as well.
Charles Wade?
I'm not sure. He sounded like a super nice guy on that tape, but media says that he's a ruthless businessman.
The tape is over 2 decades old. Maybe he's changed.
Either that or he is very different in his private life. Hard to know without actually seeing him.
I should get back to the investigation.
Okie dokie.
Oh yeah, was I supposed to... I think I was supposed to check out that photo again, right? It's been a couple days since I've played this. I need to try to figure out where it was taken, I think. So, bright picture. Use the image analyzer, I guess. Again. There's this. That's a bit of a strange flower, isn't it? Never
Unusual
found.
flower over there, though. Never seen anything like it. Maybe worth printing?
What else kind of pops out? There's this thing in the background. Like this wall or... I don't know, anything else? Not really, it's just trees, grass. I mean, I guess that's it.
Color printer. Color...
Okay, so did I get that restored picture? Oh, did I not print it? Okay, I guess I had to print it. My bad. I thought I might have printed.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all there is to find in this picture.
Okay, it's telling me that's all there is. Okay, good.
Hey, E, come check this out.
Hmm? Wow, they're hypnotic. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp. You know, the spirit of the forest.
Now, that's just silly, Eileen. There has to be a more reasonable explanation for them.
Hey, there's nothing silly about forest spirits. You should talk to Meadow, my Wiccan friend. She's really opened my eyes about these sort of things.
The tree outside her dorm. She doesn't seem like that kind of person, so I'm gonna go with
Isn't
this
that
one.
the same Meadow who had an intimate relationship?
I just
with
want
the
to.
tree
I want to hear
outside
the
your
answer to
dorm?
this one.
Oh, come on. That was just a phase.
Trust
I,
me, I've been through every phase in the book. That definitely isn't one of them.
So, anyway, is there anything I can do to help?
Well, my side of the room is starting to get a bit messy. There's always that.
Haha, I meant with the investigation, silly.
I guess you could try to find out more about these lights. Maybe figure out where that picture was taken.
I know exactly where to start.
Good. I'm gonna get some food now before I pass out.
Okie dokie, I'll grab my books and get cracking.
All right, see you in a bit.
All right, we got a little helper. That's good. Find out what she
Hey.
discovered.
Hey!
So, any progress with the search?
Yeah, I was able to identify that flower. It's called the red scythe, or Rosea falcus. I discovered that there was a small nature reserve near Conwell Springs, which was established in '89. The red scythe is on their list of endangered plants.
There we go.
I made a photocopy of the botany book page in case you want it later.
That's something. I should go check it out. Maybe I can narrow down the place where that picture was taken. And, good work, Eileen.
Happy to help. So what?
Yes.
Oh, hang
there's
on.
the phone.
I'll go get that.
Okie dokie.
She's like our Dr. Watson.
Hello?
This is Erica Wade calling for Kathy Rain.
Speaking.
There's no way this is gonna
But
work.
this is terribly awkward. I realize now how rude I was before. I wanted to apologize and ask if there is anything I can do.
It worked. This game keeps trying to turn me into an asshole, but you know, I'm not gonna bite.
Apology accepted. You can start by answering a few questions.
Very well.
Well, I mean, we'll ask about Charles
What can you
first.
tell me about Mr. Wade?
My father is a great man. He has so many ideas, so much left to realize, which makes it hurt so much more to see him like this.
He's
him
really
like what?
defensive.
The illness and everything, of
Oh,
course.
he's got an illness. Oh.
Right. Yeah, it must be hard.
Oh, yes, indeed. I wish he wouldn't be so stubborn with his treatment. He could go to any state-of-the-art hospital, but insists on being treated in that backwater clinic in Conwell Springs.
Okay, the
community
clinic.
clinic in the middle of town?
Yes, it's like he's given up and is just waiting for the inevitable to happen.
Okay. Billy Myers.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather that night in '81?
I don't think she will.
Not really, no. But what I do know is how it destroyed Father.
It did?
Oh, yes. The two of them were great friends once. And when Joseph was hurt, they hadn't been talking for some time. Father always hoped they would be able to reconnect one day. He kept putting it off, believing they had time. But in the end, it never happened.
So, what were things like back when they were still good friends?
Oh, they were like peas in a pod. Always sharing their war stories and laughing together. In a way, Joseph became the uncle I never had. He was around a lot when Father went out on business trips. Later on, I even met you a few times, when you were just a baby.
I don't remember any of that.
Oh, no matter, you were so little then.
Erica, I have to ask, why were you so defensive on the phone earlier when I tried to reach out?
Oh, I don't know, Kathy. Our families haven't been in touch for a long time. I don't remember exactly when it happened, but we all started drifting apart. My guess is that it had to do with Father's growing wealth. Friendship needs common ground, and we started living in different worlds. What happened to your grandfather was the final nail in the coffin. Father just couldn't bear seeing him like that, neither alive nor dead.
Okay, my guess is that our grandfather and Charles made some kind of big discovery. And Charles has been exploiting that for the purposes of money, and there's some kind of argument occurred between the two of them, maybe, and that could have been what precipitated this accident. Maybe Cocky is Charles Wade's call sign?
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky? It may be an Air Force call sign.
I can't say that I do. Father had many friends in the Air Force, but
Okay.
no one I can recall by that name.
What do you know about Lily Myers?
She was a young artist who lived somewhere in Conwell Springs. Killed herself, if I recall correctly. Dreadful thing. But other than that, not much. We never knew the family.
She's not gonna know about the art.
What do you
but
know about Lily
might as well.
Myers' art?
Oh, that little girl had a twisted mind, let me tell
Well, she
you
does
that.
know.
Oh, my father used to have a few pieces of hers in his collection. Horrible things.
Ooh.
I couldn't understand why he ever decided to procure them in the first place.
You say used to have. Did he get rid of the paintings?
Oh, either that or he put them in storage somewhere. I haven't seen them for years. I never bothered to ask him why. Glad to be rid of them, quite frankly.
Church?
Do you know anything about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
It's the one and only church in Conwell Springs. I was baptized there, and I married my husband there.
Anything out of the ordinary about them?
Oh, not really. They seem like a typical church to me.
So that's it? Can't use any of my items?
That's all I needed.
Very well. Feel free to call back if you have any more questions.
Okay, that's nice. She's being cool now.
All right. Wade is in Conwell Springs. He's being treated in the clinic.
So it looks like we've got a few places to go
That
to
was
now.
Erica Wade. Her father is being treated at the clinic in Conwell Springs.
Being treated? He's sick?
Looks that way. Small miracle they managed to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, I suppose you're returning to talk to him?
It'll have to be tomorrow. It's quite late for that now.
I suppose. Scrabble?
Oh, you're so on. I will crush you.
Okay. Oh, another dream.
Turning your pawn into a queen, is that the plan, buddy boy? You know me, I'm always playing the long game, old friend. That may be, but you're running out of pieces. First you lost your queen, then your knight. All that matters is the king. Delusional as always. The king is dead. Long live the king, check.
What the fuck was that? Okay, that was a dream, so okay.
Good
Wow.
morning,
I
sunshine.
don't know what to say.
Please tell me I dreamt all those Scrabble losses last night.
3 times in a row.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'll just go strangle myself now.
Oh, you. Don't be a sore loser. So what's the plan today?
Mr. Wade is the plan. I'll head for the clinic right away. While I'm at it, I'm gonna check out the church and the nature reserve.
Okie dokie. What can I do to help?
Why don't you continue looking into the lights? I have a feeling they're the key to solving all of this. You could also look up the history of Conwell Springs in general, see if anything unusual has been going on.
I'll get right on it.
Great. Thanks, E.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out the page I gave you about the red scythe. It's a pretty interesting flower.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a look at that page now.
It's a photocopy of a book page with information about the red scythe flower. Here's an interesting segment. Another interesting trait of the red scythe is the smell, which is familiar to that of a pepper. The pollen of the plant has also been known to cause hallucinations in concentrated amounts. Native American tribes harvested and smoked the plant for that reason, but the flower never caught on as a modern recreational drug due to the difficulty of growing it.
Okay.
All right, I'm off. Peace out, E.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
So, decisions. We've got 3 places to go to. Clinic's probably the most concrete one that we've got to go to. Let's go there first. Ooh. Is that the bum again? Tell me that's the bum. It's him, isn't it? Better not throw up on me.
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
I gotta sift through it.
We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless? That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
You're busting my balls here.
He did.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
So cold.
Sassy.
Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
All right, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm curious. I mean, I'm mainly interested to know how he can, like, vomit on command.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies. Silence of the Lambert, Jacob's Bladder, The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Shaking my head.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Natural bald killers.
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair. Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
These are all rip-offs of popular movies from the 90s. I'm curious.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
Usual Suspects.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is. The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure.
Sounds like quality.
I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but
Jacob's
I'm
Ladder.
gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny. Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
Yeah, seriously.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Really good at dying.
Tell me about
Sounds
The
of the
Silence
Lambs.
of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all. He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez,
Of course he dies.
based on a true story.
Okay,
Oh,
enough.
never
enough
mind.
Of this.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
I asked you about all your movies, dude.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Okay, like he's probably been around for a while, right? So he might know about some of this stuff.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
What? Tell me.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Ah, he's just
Oh,
bullshitting
just
us.
spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
I mean, it's possible he could have been there.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
What?
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that
Okay,
lady.
so maybe he's not full of shit there.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
is this really getting us anything?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Small town, right?
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac, the priest, is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
Interesting. Do you know
Okay, so
anyone
there's a
else who
past
was
there.
involved in the old church?
Not really, I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it, he's a friendly guy.
All right, I might do that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty,
Okay, I'm off.
bye!
Feeling we're gonna run into him again. He might be a reoccurring character. Go in.
Excuse me, nurse? Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
Oh,
Try not to strain yourself.
it could be sarcastic this time.
Whatever. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
Don't make me
What a
take
bitch.
my tape
I need to
out.
get rid of her somehow.
I'm gonna use the tape. Right? I'm just kidding.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year. No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt.
I wonder if we can use the bum again. The distraction.
I can't read it from here. Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging. Smoking allowed.
Ashtray.
Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations. Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out.
Just walk in.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
Okay. I was like, okay, just walk right in. Notice for computer. Cigarettes. Oh, I know. Big old jolt.
I wish. wish, but she just called security on me.
I thought she was gonna do it. She walked up. I thought she was gonna do it. That would have been fucking great.
I prefer to smoke out.
Let me check. Let me talk to the bum. He can create a distraction for us. He's good at it. Goober.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
So, how good an actor are you?
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks. I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Oh. Jacob's bladder.
Definitely Jacob's bladder.
For sure.
I'm feeling the pressure.
I gotta see this.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst.
No.
Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Okay, I had to pick the right one. I thought he was gonna shit himself.
Really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Electrifying. Really? They're trying to get me to stun him?
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Sure.
I don't think we'd want him to be silent.
Natural bald killers would be the obvious choice.
Bald move.
Oh god. The puns. So do I have to stun him?
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again. Turn this scalp
Good
into
idea,
a
but
breathtaking
it
golden
wouldn't match
carpet,
his symptoms.
such as the world has never seen.
Okay, I see.
Okay, doctor, I'm counting down now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
I should have paid attention more to the movies. So, I've got to stun him with the stun gun. It's got to match the performance. Okay. Let's talk to him about those movies again.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
so
What about
tell me.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turned. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers. He marries his housekeeper. In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his, based on a true story.
Heart attack. Maybe?
I'm not.
During long and joyful monologues on the can, sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart after a big fight with his paramour, Jacob.
Yeah, okay.
Natural.
It's a dystopian vision of the protagonist, Eddie Zeffin. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing, and Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. How?
Gonna be, The Silence of Lambert.
Oh.
Not the.
Hey.
Sure. Oh,
So that's funny because that's not the one that I would have picked based on the original descriptions.
Al Consuelo. Oh, I wish I could speak. I have so many things left to say. My chest, no!
Good
It
idea,
can't
but
be.
it wouldn't match his
Hold me.
symptoms.
Thank you, thank you. You've been
Good
a great
idea, but-
audience.
Okay, I must have done it too early, I guess. 'Cause it seems like the right thing to do.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
Sure. Oh,
Try it again, and I'll just wait a bit to use it. Big old jolt, guys. Big old jolt.
Al Consuelo. How I wish I could speak. I have so many things.
He's speaking.
My chest, no. It can't be.
Good idea,
Hold
but
me.
it wouldn't match.
Thank you, thank you. You've been a great audience.
Okay. I guess I'll try the other ones. Thought that seemed right to me.
Hey, Hey.
Sure.
We did bladder.
How about
Business.
Let's try all of them. This is the scalping one?
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's the smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts. I'm seizing.
Oh, seizure. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Nurse, he's seizing.
Gotcha.
Oh shit!
It all makes sense, though. Okay,
Man,
there we
I
go.
feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Let's find out where Charles is. We're just gonna keep using this guy for distractions. Oh shit, I have no idea. She's pretty lazy, she must have left it somewhere.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Carlita Mendez.
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it. Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Carlita Mendez? C. Mendez? Password? Carlita? You know I'm supposed to guess the password, right? Ashtray.
No thanks. Women's magazine. A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
1991?
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Yeah.
Was expecting plastic, but this looks like a real plant. Smoking allowed.
Okay, I must be missing something, right?
Rows and columns of files.
Your password. I guess maybe it's in the trash?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Okay, maybe not. Don't.
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. Ugh, what a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
I'm confused.
No point.
I must have missed something when I talked to her before. She mentioned something about what she was listening to that I was supposed to be paying attention to. Plant Ashray.
A computer.
Conwell. Springs. The disc? Maybe? Haha. Okay. Gotcha. Otur Gator. What is that? Otur Gator. Oh, did I spell it wrong? Otur Gator. There we go. The disc? I didn't think we still had that with us. Okay. Charles Wade. Date of birth 8/14/24. 8/24/95. Referral from Dr. A. Friedman, St. Francis Medical Center, Kansas City. And that's what that means. Patient has undergone successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. The initial prognosis looks good, and the patient is likely to make a full recovery in 6 to 8 weeks. Room 6B. Okay. So we are going to go talk to him on the next episode. Sorry it took me so long to figure that one out. I just assumed there'd be something here that would give me the password. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now, and I love you all.